How do you think his selection impacts whether you're on the right side or the left side?
At the end of the day, football is football. You know, right side, left side, in the backfield, it don't matter. You know, you just got to be prepared to play whenever your name is called.
Have they told you anything? I know Omar said to us at the combine that the plan is to put you at left tackle.
Yeah, eventually, like that's the key word there. So, you know, they still got me swinging both ways right now, just like last year. So, you know, we just got to wait for the season to get here and see what's really set in stone and go from there.
Do you have a preference at all? I mean,
I don't care.
Obviously played both in the NFL.
I really don't care what side they put me on, you know. As long as I'm in the starting lineup, that's fine with me, you know. I'm an aggressive player, you know. I'm a team player, so wherever they need me to play, I'm ready to play.
Any difference with the two quarterbacks behind you?
At first it was, you know, just getting acclimated with the cadences, you know, with both of them, and, you know, just the way, like, they take control of the huddle. But at the end of the day, both of them get the job done, you know. It's no secret it's going to be a battle. But, you know, I just wish both of them the best, you know, and just being able to come in and, you know, like Drew Brees said the other day, using one of the quarterbacks like a Taysom Hill, if, you know, possible, if it presents itself, just being able to prepare the same way as if either one is going to be the starter, because you never know.
So you think they might throw Taysom Hill stuff with Justin?
You never know, you know. We got a whole new scheme, whole new offense, so no telling what they might throw at us.
What about getting used to when they break the pocket? How far Russ likes to drop back?
That's what I asked him when he first got here. I said, "Damn, you sure? Would you take a 15-step drop?"
What did he say?
He said, "Nah." He said, "I can see." I said, "All right."
Did you know Fields at all before this from being Georgia guy?
I met him a couple times. Really didn't get to know him. It was just on here and there type basis. But you know, we've hung out a couple times down here since he's been here. So you know, we getting to know each other. And
is that something you're comfortable with? I think it was last summer up at camp, right? You said it's kind of like wiping with the other hand. You know, is that something you're trying to work on, or do you feel like, hey, I've done enough at left tackle at this point in my career? Like, I'm entrenched here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a fine line. I mean, based off of the amount of starts that I have on the left side, you know, I would like to view myself as a left tackle in this league. The reality is, you know, there's competition. Teams have different views, so, I mean, it's kind of just wherever they need me, then I got to adapt.
You drew a lot of praise from Broderick and a lot of the other guys in those locker rooms how he handled the situation last year. Do you do it the same way with Troy this year? Do you have the same approach to him as you did with Broderick a year ago?
Yeah, I mean, speaking on a situation like that, I feel like it's more of a character thing. I feel like that's just more of personality. I don't see that changing this year. I see it being just the same way. If anything, Broad will be a huge help with him being in the same position as Troy was last year, him having fresh things on his brain from his rookie season that he can pitch in on, and then hopefully me being able to help with the amount of games that I played.
Do you feel any different than you did last year if they asked you to play right?
I don't know. I mean, I probably would feel the exact same way I felt last year.
That's the first time memory that was not good, right?
Yeah, nah. So,
not everyone can play both sides.
Not everyone can play both sides. The people that can are really blessed and really athletic people. But yeah, I mean, I kind of just do whatever they tell me.
Troy said you did reach out to him, like right when they picked him up. Is that something that you kind of made a point to do rather than avoid that? Or
yeah, man. I mean, like, kid just got drafted. That's probably the best moment of his life. You know what I mean? Like, I remember that moment. I know that I would want to be welcomed. I mean, we are happy to help him. He's going to push a lot of people in this room. We're going to help him grow. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you would say that's something that I try to do.
In terms of being in this room, you have the most experience. Do you feel like you need to be, quote, a leader, if that's the right word? Is that something that a role in that room that you should have this year?
I mean, yeah, in a certain way. I lead by example. So, like, whatever I'm doing outside on the field, I think the guys are going to follow. And then I'm going to always help them, tell them, like, you want to do this and you want to do that, and they'll listen to me, you know, because it's part of the game, helping other receivers out. Receivers can help receivers. Receivers can critique other receivers. So me personally, I just go out and show up on my play. I'm not really a huge talker, to be honest.
Let's do two more. I know you mentioned that everything's new with the offense and Arthur Smith quarterbacks. Is there a different feel at this point in the season where you guys were maybe a year ago or your rookie year? Is there just a different feel in the building on the practice field?
I can't take it's day one, so
yeah.
I mean, they personality, but they're new people. I'll just say that. That's probably the only thing.
Thanks, George.
Featuring the tight end, you know, as a guy playing the position, does that excite you? What kind of thoughts do you have about what he might do with your position group?
Yeah, man, it's been awesome. You know, just being here, phase 1, phase 2, getting to understand and installing the offense. You know, it's been great to kind of understand what he's looking for us. It's a lot, but you know, I think me, Darnell, Prue, Connor, Hot Rod, we're all looking forward to having that much on our plate, and you know, we're ready to execute and excited for it.
What stood out for you with Russ so far?
Yeah, man, his leadership. You know, he's upbeat, he's positive. He's always gonna get the guys going, regardless of some mishaps in practice or mishaps in training or something like that. He's always gonna push you to get better, and it's great to have that even keel in the huddle.
Not the ability, though.
Ability, yeah. His arm's awesome. You know, just kind of seeing his pinpoint accuracy. You know, him expecting us where to be, and if we're not there, he's going to tell us. And you know, that's great, having that accountability aspect back there.
What do you think the biggest change will be offensively, in terms of how you guys are going about it?
Yeah, I think it's just honestly like our approach and our mentality. You know, since day one, we understood what the goal was and what we want to be, and I think we're all embracing that. Obviously, you know, with our new draft picks on the offensive line, you know, we're going to embrace the physicality aspect of it, and so you know, we all have to grow into that and adapt to that, and I think we all have the right mentality to do that. So I'm excited for it.
And do you think you look like you have established commodities at tight end?
Yeah.
And the receiver looks like you got one guy and a lot of question marks. Is that going to dictate who gets the ball a little bit?
No, I mean, obviously, you know, like you guys think there's some question marks, and rightfully so. But you know, we're all understanding, you know, where we're capable of playing. We're all in the NFL for a reason. So, you know, we have full trust in all the receivers and all the tight ends and all the running backs and everyone that's asked to do certain jobs. We're all excited for that opportunity, and it's all almost like a fresh start. So we're all going to embrace it and go attack it.
Are you hopeful about getting an extension?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that right now. I'm worried about, you know, the offense, learning it, being a leader on the offense, stepping that role up, and I'm going to let my agent in the front office handle all that.
You've had some injuries, and the offense was what it was last year. What's your ceiling, do you think? And how close have you come?
Yeah, I'm not even close. I don't think so. I think I'm right where I want to be in my career. Obviously, I have to stay healthy, but I'm excited to showcase what I can do this year, and you know, do whatever's asked of me.
Is you lobby for 3 to be next to you here in the morning room, or what?
No, I mean, I was next to Ben. It was a great experience, and so I'm next to Russ now. So hopefully that's a great experience.
How much communication has there been between you guys and your reps and the team so far?
Yeah, a lot of communication. That's one big thing with Russ is he always wants to communicate, and it's awesome. Everyone's on the same page, and so there's no really question marks. It's Russ's way, it's Coach Smith's way, it's whatever we're asked to do, and that's that. So we have to adjust to that and understand our role.
Obviously, being part of a quarterback competition, whatever you want to call it, not new to you since you've been here. I mean, what have you seen from Justin in that second role and trying to pick up some of that?
Yeah, man, Justin's been great. They all been great. Even Kyle, you know, all 3 of them been great for us. You know, they're all on the same page, so then it helps us to be all on the same page with them. They're very routine with what they do and what they expect from the receivers and tight ends. So it's been great, and I'm excited to get rolling with all 3 of them.
Feel like there's been a lot of change?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even you guys being in the locker room, I'm sure there's a lot. You guys can see a lot of change. So I just think, you know, everything out there on the field, new coaches, new ways of doing things, new things being asked. So there's excitement and there's newness, and I think it's good for everyone involved.
You do anything like 7 shots previously?
7 shots?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't do it how they do it here. I kind of prefer how they do it. It's really nice. But I mean, we do red zone at Michigan and things like that, but I really like the way they do it here. It's real competitive.
And the one to you in the back, was that good or not good?
I had 2. One of them definitely not good. I only got 1 foot down. I gotta get 2 feet down on those, but it was a good period. You know, I learned a lot.
That's one of the areas we excelled last year at Michigan. They was sort of red zone work with 15 on in. That's where a lot of your touchdowns, right?
I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I'm sure that low red at Michigan, you know, they throw it sometimes, so I just got to be ready.
I know a lot of people are talking about how Arthur Smith's offense doesn't use a ton of receivers besides a main number 1.
Do you think that there is some diversification to be had there with the group that you have assembled right now?
No, this offense definitely uses the receivers a lot. I mean, the way you're referring to it, I mean, if you want to say, as far as throwing the ball, but receivers are used a lot in the run game, and, that's just part of my game, too. I'm just going to go in and do whatever I can to help this team win.
So you think he's going to incorporate a little bit more 11 personnel than he had in Atlanta, for instance?
I got no idea what he's going to do, but, whatever he does, I just make sure I'm ready for it.